It's been hard to find time to actually paint lately with moving house and sorting belongings, but I have had time to sketch in the evening, and I'll show a few in this video. I managed to film a fox for the first time visiting the garden. I was in the kitchen and I filmed through the window using my iPhone. I've only ever really caught glimpses of foxes, and they're usually in the distance or running away when I'm out on a walk at night. So this was really special to be able to study from afar, but for quite a wee while. This is edited down to a few minutes. It was about 11:30 at night, and the sensor lights didn't deter the fox. I think they're well used to them coming on as they go through people's gardens. Here I think this is a female fox. Vixen, I think. And if you can just see the end of her tail there, I think she could have been burying some food or maybe feeding a youngster. And she kept coming and going over a good maybe half-hour period, coming and going from different directions, varying her route. She took the dog biscuits at first, never all at the same time, and seemed a bit wary of the sausages, but took everything in the end. But I was able to observe her markings and notice quite big ears for the size of the face, and all the pale parts are underneath and on the insides of the legs, and the little white tip on the tail. I'm not an expert, but I'm pretty sure it was the same fox each time. And off she went into the corner of the garden into the darkness. But next day, my husband spotted her again in the morning, maybe coming back for a sausage that she'd buried. But I sketched using Caran d'Ache Neo colours and colouring pencils. This is the squirrel that is always watching me. I think there are 5 of them in total. And lots of birds of different sorts. And this rhododendron I've just been captivated by lately, because last year it was swamped with ivy and I spent ages, hours, cutting the ivy away. and even a bit this spring as well. This crow is actually quite fascinating. He hides food in the holes that the squirrels have dug and then comes back for them later on when there's less competition about. The squirrels are great at burying their food, peanuts, but and covering up the hole, but then they leave the hole exposed when they've dug up the peanut when they've come back for it. They just need to learn to fill the holes in again. This is a small flock of starlings. Love how they move and they're jerky and cheeky. So this is the rhododendron that has captivated me lately. I'm so pleased with it. The result this year is beautiful. I love how the petals even display on the grass with the daisies, and we have been able to watch the bees from the window, enjoying it as well. So many blooms, despite it has a bit of fungus on some of the leaves, but the new growth seems quite good, nice and green and fresh. I think I will prune it after flowering. Maybe it'll thicken up. So this is the sketch that I did one evening looking out the window. And these are some prunings. I had to trim back the hydrangea at the front that was overhanging the path near the door, and I have placed them in water to see if they'll open, but they probably won't. I'm not expecting them to really, but they were quite sculptural, so that was another evening on the sofa well spent. I used the coloured pencils for that one. And this is a work in progress, a painting I started a couple of weeks ago at a friend's house. Haven't got back to it, but I will do eventually. The oxeye daisies were I photographed, but I have grown them in my garden in the past. So I'll leave you with the view of the front lawn that is covered in clover, and the bees are absolutely loving it at the moment. There's a mix of buttercups in there as well, and I think it looks lovely, but my husband doesn't like it. But we'll find a compromise. So thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I'll see you the next time.